to last night, I had to cancel my live chat session. Topic of the session was, can TDF take down PM Abiy? Since last night, I have been receiving mails, comments that Sajid, please speak on that. Can TDF take down PM Abiy? Well, there are four ways of removing PM Abiy from power. We can discuss these four ways one by one. Is there any possibility of Tigray Defense Force or TPLF removing Abiy from power? Firstly, political way of removing Abiy from power. Political way means that TPLF can interact with other political forces in Ethiopia, other political parties, especially the ones in opposition, like Oromo Federalist Congress, Oromo Liberation Front, OLF. All these parties can form a joint opposition front to start a street movement against Ethiopian Prime Minister. Is there any possibility of such a movement? No signs of any such street movement against PM Abiy. OLF OFC leaders are behind the bars. Tigray's government is faced with humanitarian crisis in Tigray. So the likelihood of a large-scale street movement against PM Abiy, this likelihood is very slim, viewers. Second way of removing PM Abiy from power is constitutional, viewers. Can there be a change from within, from inside the parliament? PM Abiy just won election in June. He has 2/3 of majority now in Ethiopian parliament. And Ethiopian parliamentarians, mostly they are from Abiy's party, Prosperity Party. TPLF is a banned party according to Ethiopian law. In May, Ethiopian parliament banned TPLF and OLA. So from the parliament, within the parliament, there is no likelihood of any change. Second option, no possibility. Third option, a coup. Can there be a coup against PM Abiy? Can ENDF stage a coup against PM Abiy? We haven't seen any shuffles so far in ENDF positions. Ethiopian Army Chief General Burhanu Jula was appointed in November after the start of Tigray war. I think it was the second week of November when he took charge. Since then, he has been the man in charge. And other officers like General Bacha Dable and others, the main persons who were in charge in November, all these persons are in charge now as well. We haven't seen any large-scale shuffle so far in ENDF appointments, in ENDF positions. We haven't heard of any disagreements between ENDF and Ethiopian PM. General Burhanu Jula remained away. He was off screen for several days, and rumors were going around that he and Abiy had some disagreements, but then he appeared. In afar, we saw them, General Bacha Dable, General Burhanu Jula, Ethiopian PM Abiy, and Ethiopian Army Chief, all were there in afar a few weeks ago when PM Abiy displayed his newly acquired drone technology. So we haven't seen any confirmation of rumors that disagreements are growing between PM Abiy and Ethiopian National Defense Force. Therefore, chances of a coup against PM Abiy from within are next to nothing, almost no possibility of a coup now at this point of time. Fourth option for Tigray Defense Force is military action. The TDF reaches Addis Ababa and removes Abiy from power by force. This is the only option available for Tigray Defense Force, for Tigray People Liberation Front to remove Abiy from power, PM Abiy Ahmad. Is this option doable? Well, 2 points I want to make. Firstly, Tigray Defense Force entered Afar and Amhara after June. Since then, international pressure is mounting on TPLF, on TDF to withdraw from Afar Amhara regions. We have seen statements from US aid chief, from US officials as well. US is one of the main backers diplomatically backing TPLF, but even US is calling for the withdrawal of TDF from Amhara regions. US is also calling for the withdrawal of Amhara force from Western Tigray. But we have seen statements from other bodies, from the UN as well, that crisis is deepening because of TDF's entry in Afar region. So pressure is mounting. It's not easy for TDF to keep on advancing because international pressure will keep on building. Another important point is that TPLF is in need of a humanitarian corridor. Its people are suffering. Aid is not arriving in Tigray. No trucks arrived in Tigray since the 20th of August. And 100 trucks are needed daily. Western Tigray is sealed. Humera, Volkayt, Sagade, Paratyans, Amhara, ENDF. Ethiopia-Djibouti road, TDF could not advance toward this road. TDF needs one corridor. TPLF-led government needs to feed its people. It needs a corridor. Without a corridor, it is difficult for TDF to keep on advancing towards Addis Ababa, all the way to Addis Ababa from Wuldia. Because once you get deep into Amhara, your supply lines become vulnerable. That we have seen on Debre front. TDF advanced 140 kilometers from Gashina to Debre. Then their supply lines were cut off. Gashina was taken by ENDF. That is the danger of overstretching into Amhara region. So TDF cannot afford to advance into Oromia. It will have to secure its supply lines in the back, which will be very difficult. Yes, TDF can strike military alliance with other armed groups in Oromia, in BG, in Gambela. That is what TDF is doing. And all these political and armed actors can devise a joint strategy to remove PM Abiy from power. Even then, it's not going to happen in a few days. It's an uphill task. It will take time. TDF needs to secure humanitarian corridors. It needs to feed its people. After that, it can strike alliance with other parties, other armed groups. It can hold talks with political parties, and some joint strategy can be adopted. I don't see the possibility of PM Abiy removed from power by TDF or TPLF in coming days. It can happen. It will take some time. Thank you for watching.